Chinese President Xi Jinping has confirmed that China's economy will shrink, but not too significantly. He's urged Communist Party officials to ensure that growth still reaches at least 6.5% in the years ahead. His comments come as the party's Central Committee, which met last week, unveiled more details on its next 5-year plan. CCTV's Roy Ruttenberg reports.
It was the clearest indication yet that China sees its own economic growth slowing down in the near future. And the first official declaration by none other than the Chinese president himself of a future minimum target for the world's second largest economy. The figure, 6.5% for a new 5-year period due to start in January, is less than the current target of around 7%. Officials say not to worry.
New urbanization holds huge potential demand, and innovation is increasingly driving the economy. Another important reason is that we have 1.3 billion people with 900 million laborers and more than 70 million market entities.
Economists say that as China rebalances its economy from investment and net exports to consumption and innovation, deceleration is to be expected. Some say even the new lowered growth target, twice or even triple that of most Western countries, may still be too ambitious. But it's what the country needs to become what it calls a, quote, moderately prosperous society by 2020. That's according to the new 5-year plan approved last week by the Chinese Communist Party's Central Committee. The plan also calls for deeper reform, rule of law, and, quote, strict discipline of the party. And it proposes ways to boost living standards and reduce strain on the environment.
China will increase the use of non-fossil resources. The target is 0% consumption growth in coal consumption in areas around Beijing by 2017. We will tighten control of the overall amount and intensity of resource consumption and also introduce market-oriented measures such as opening up the trade in water rights.
The Central Committee also vowed to build a, quote, healthy China. That includes greater support for traditional Chinese medicine, along with reform of public-owned hospitals, a salary increase for health sector workers, improved access to healthcare resources, and a new two-child policy. When the Central Committee's meeting ended last week, it emerged that China's one-child policy would indeed be scrapped, as had been speculated. Details of the plan released on Tuesday include a proposal that families having difficulty in implementing the new policy should get government help. China's Legislative Council, the National People's Congress, is expected to approve the full plan when it convenes in March. Roy Ruttenberg, CCTV in Washington.